So let's take a look at number 15. Number 15. What's given to you is this statement here, negative 2 radical 2 plus 4 times radical 28 plus 2 times radical 7 minus 4 times radical 32. Now, the first thing I want to do is break up the numbers that are under the radicals into their prime factors, uh, or into factors that I can use to take out of the radical. Over here, negative 2 times radical 2 stays the same because I can't change the 2 under the square root. Plus 4 times the 28, I can break it up into 4 times 7. Plus 2 times 7, 2 times radical 7. I can't change the 7 under the radical, so I leave it the way it is. Minus 4 times, and here I'm going to change the 32 into 16 times 2. Now there's a reason why I changed it to 16 times 2 and not 8 times 4, and that's because the 16 will come in pretty useful in a minute, and you'll see why. So negative 2 radical 2 stays as it is, plus, now over here I have a 4 under my square root, and we know we can take it out, and that becomes 4 times 2 times square root of 7 plus 2 times 7 times radical 7 stays the way it is, minus 4 times, and now we have a 16 here that I can rewrite. 16 can be written as 4 squared, so it's actually got an even power. So that means I can take 16 out as 4. So this becomes 4 times 4 times the square root of 2. The 2 is what's left in this radical. Now this gives me negative 2 radical 2 plus 8 radical 7 plus 2 radical 7 minus 16 radical 2. Now I'm going to underline all the terms that are like with the same color. So the radical 2 term is underlined in red, and the radical 7 term will be underlined in yellow. And what that means is I can group them. And how do I group these terms? Well, I add the coefficients that are in front of the radicals together. So uh, I have negative 2 radical 2 minus negative 2 radical 2 minus 16 radical 2 plus 8 radical 7 plus 2 radical 7. I can rewrite my thing like this because it doesn't matter in which order I do my addition or subtraction. And now grouping them means adding the coefficients in front. So negative 2 minus 16 is minus 18 radical 2. And then I have plus 8 radical 7 plus 2 radical 7. That's plus 10 radical 7s. And at this point, I can't reduce anything any further, so I'm pretty sure over here we're finished.